Okay, Rabbi say another week has passed. Now we are at the Parsha of Reeh. The last, next, if you go down to Akev and Eschanon, we're keeping it to 15 minutes, 20 minutes maximum, because I see that some people say you're very interesting, but I have to cut in the middle and put a bookmark there. I can't hold attention more than 15 minutes. ADHA, we have, some people have attention deficit, hyperactive. We're living in a very fast world, so I want to cater to the people and make it shorter. Let's go to Reeh. Reeh, C. Look, I'm giving you a choice between right and wrong. Reeh, look. Anochi no saying lefnecha. I'll give you today, every day of your life. Hayom bracha or klola. Bracha or klola. I got to turn on that light because I need some light. This light went out. Oh yeah, over here. We have a timer. It goes out sometime. Reeh, Anochi. Look, I'm giving you bracha klola. Bracha klola. From here we learn the concept of free choice. Bechira chavshis. Es ha-bracha, the bracha. Asher tishmu, that you will listen. El mitzvus Hashem alekechem, to the mitzvus Hashem alekechem. Asher nochi mitzvah es mayom, that I'm commanding you today, every day. V'klala im, if lo sishmu, you don't listen. El mitzvus Hashem alekechem. V'sartem en aderech, you stray from the way. Asher nochi mitzvah es mayom, that I'm commanding you this day, every day. L'lechas, to go, achrei him acherim, other gods. There is no other God. Elohim acherim, other forces, drives, mores, styles, disciplines. Asher lo yidatim, you know nothing about them. Let's look at this first pasuk. Reeh Anochi. And I'm giving today bracha v'klal, choice of bracha and klal. Es bracha. You know what the bracha is? Es, aleph tav. If you listen to everything from the beginning to the end, the first letter to the last letter. Es bracha. That the biggest bracha is not that I'm going to give you a reward. The bracha is that you listen. Es bracha. The next two words also start with an aleph and a tav. Asher tishmum. That is the bracha, that you have enough seichel to listen, to figure out this makes sense. I'm giving you a bracha and klal. Es bracha is that you listen. That's already the biggest bracha, that you have enough seichel to tune into the right frequency. Es aleph tav. You know what the bracha is? Asher tishmum aleph tav. That you will listen. It's worthwhile, my time, to get up 5 o'clock and go to the Daf Yomi, or at 10 o'clock at night. Or to fight the traffic, get paid the $25 for parking at the Vets Coliseum there, for the 5.5 hours of Siyam and Shas. It's worth it, because you have to hear the voice. Some people do not hear the voice. They read the words, they don't hear the voice. Some people don't hear the voice, the baskol, they hear nothing. They just go through it rote like robots. Some people are really turned on. Reeh Anochi, another explanation. Look at me. Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Look at this here, said Dibros. Anochi it starts with. Someone told me I have a radio program, Hidablut Radio, 97.5 FM in Brooklyn. But you can get it on online, www.hidablutradio.com. Someone asked me, I said, why did the Torah start with a Beis and not an Aleph? They said, well, Beis is bracha and Aleph is arur. I said, is that right? Anochi starts with an Aleph. You know why I start with the Beis? Because if, as the Medrash says, the fools, Hashem wants to save the fools for becoming apokryphs. If it would have written Elohim bara b'reishis, God created in the beginning, they would read it differently. Elohim, God was created in the beginning. Elohim bara b'reishis, even though it's not Hebrew, it should say actually Elohim nivra. But they would switch it around to save the fools from getting confused. He says Breishis bara Elohim. In the beginning, God created. Because really, you should have started with an Aleph. Elohim bara b'reishis, like Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Aleph start in the beginning. And so look at the Seres HaDibros, the Reeh Anochi, look at the Seres HaDibros, and think about it. We won't go off the derech. Re'ei Anochi, no saying lefnechem yom brochu klol. I'm giving you a choice. Es habracha, Aleph Tov, you get the bracha if you keep everything from Aleph to Tov, and Asher Tishmun, that you listen, that's already the bracha. El mitzvahs Hashem Elokeichem, to the mitzvahs, not only the theory, the practice. Hashem Elokeichem, Shenochi Mitzav Es Mayom, that I am commanding you. You know why it says Anochi, not Ani? Ani means I, Ani, and the Ator is you. When you say Anochi, there is no Ator. I alone exist. Hashem is the only creature that exists forever, was here forever, which our minds can't grasp. Is here and always will be here. Infinite. Ein Sof, no end. Even the universe has an end. It says it says in the Gemara how thick is the universe? 500 years. Years is time. How many miles is it? No, 500 light years. Electricity and light travels 186,000 miles a second. 60 times that is a minute. And 60 times that is an hour. And 24 times that is a day. And 365 times that is a year. And 500 light years comes out billions of miles. The universe has an end, a sof. Only Hashem is Ein Sof. Infinite. That's why 8 always represents infinity. Because 8 sign is like an infinity sign, sideways. Bris is on the 8th day. You're guaranteed future life if you have a bris. 8. Everything with 8 has to do with infinity. 7 is this world. 6 is Chulin. 7 is Kodesh. 8 is infinite. 9 is Emes. Aleph Mem Tov is 9. 10 is complete in the physical world. 7 is complete in the spiritual world. That's why the Kali goes around 7 times. Put the tefillin 7 times. Here. Shiva. When it says something was 7 times as big as that, that means infinitely greater. I will punish you 7 times for your sins. That doesn't mean it's not fair. If you do a sin, why should I punish you 7 times? It's not meter connected meter. 7 times means 1 to 1. Fully. Soveya. So that's complete full. 7 means full. 1 to 1. Sheva means Soveya means satiated, right? Numbers are very important in Torah. Very. Everything is numbers. You have sometimes in these parshas Elohim Acherim with the Aches. It means other forces, other drives, other things that drive you. And then you have last week Elohim Acherim with a Chof. There's no other gods. Elohim of Acherim of other nations of the Nochri. Elohim Shel Nochrim. They're gods. That's with the Chof. Elohim Acherim, other forces and drives. Yetzirah, that's another force. Gambling and certain things and overeating, that's Elohim Acherim, other forces, drives. And you're addicted. That's Elohim Acherim. Now, Tez Zayin Yud. Well, season Chag Shavuos, you should make the holiday of Shavuos. Hashem Elokeichem should make it. It says in the parsha. Masas, a tax. Nidvas, a gift. Yodecha, of your hand. Which means you have to bring up there the Bikurim. Masas, it's a tax. Have to do it. Nidvas is free will. Yodecha, Hashem, not teaching what God gives you. So bring the Bikurim and Shavuos. Why don't you mention the thing on Shavuos, which is 1,000 times more important than Bikurim? Oh, it's just a little thing called Matan Torah. What? Not a word. Never. And on Rosh Hashanah it said you should blow the shofar. Why don't you mention the thing that's 1,000 times more important? Yom Hadin, for all mankind and all animals. Why do you cover up the main thing on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Hadin? You say, blow the shofar. Thank you very much. I don't have the shofar. Can't do it. I'm in the hospital. But still Yom Hadin. Why don't you mention the main thing on Rosh Hashanah and the main thing on Shavuos? And then one more thing, Shmini Atzeres, it says, everybody has to go home, you stay with me. One more day. Why? Koshalai Fridatsem, it's hard for me to get rid of you. They can go home, but you stay here another day. Why don't you go into that? Why don't you go into Matan Torah? Why don't you go into Yom Hadin? There's certain things that have to be in the Bible they're going to read, but certain things it's not for them. It's in Tosh Malpeh. It's too subtle, too powerful. You can't say it open in the gas, in the street. Matan Torah If the Jews don't keep the Torah, the world is in bad shape. It's all our fault. Ein paronios bol olam ella b'shvil Yisrael. You're the pilot of the plane. You drive it correctly, you get a safe landing. You mess up, everybody suffers. Or la'am, we are the light of the nations. It's all your credit and all your fault. Can't say that. Too indicting. Rosh Hashanah, Yom Adin. If we don't live up to the not tzaddikim, everybody has to suffer. We are the manhigei ha'olam. It was made for us. It's not chauvinistic. I didn't make this up. The Gemara didn't make it up. Hashem made it up. And Shvini Atzeres, Koshelai Pridasim, let them all go home. All the nations have to come to Yerushalayim or Sukkot. If they don't come, they have no rain. Said it. But you stay with me one extra day. You're special. All the during Sukkot you have 13 bulls, and that's the first day, and then you go down 12 bulls, 11 bulls, 10 bulls, 9 bulls, 8, 7. If you add it up, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 70. It's 70. That represents the Umas Olam. That's going down by the time Mashiach comes. Gone. There'll be no Umas Olam. All the other non-Jews living will become B'nai Noach. You're going down. But you, it says on Shemini Atzeres, one bull, one cow, one sheep, one goat. You're special. You're a unique one like me. You stay here. That's too powerful to say that openly. So we don't say that. You should make Shavuos Lashem Masas Nidvas Yodech Hashem Niten. Now I'm going to tell you what the mind says. Why don't you mention about Matan Torah? He has a different thought. Masas attacks, and Nidvas is a gift. No, it's a steer. This is a hint of Matan Torah. What the Avos kept as a Nidova, Avram Yitzchak Yaakov and Moshe and Bnei Yisrael till Matan Torah in the year 2448, all the years from Abram, from the year 2000, the last 448 years, because Avram was born in 1948. He figured out the Torah when he was 52, that's 2000. The 2448, 448 years later, was all free. They kept it free will, not mechuyit. And Matan Torah, they're bound by Shua. God will protect them regardless how bad they are. He won't destroy them. And we must keep the Torah. So therefore, what was in the beginning a nidvas and Dova became a mas, now a tax. That's a hint to Matan Torah, said the mind-based Sheva. But it's not openly said. For the reasons I told you. Tez Vav Aleph. Here at the end, Tez Vav Aleph. I want to tell you something. It's a very tremendous insight. Tremendous insight. Tez Vav Aleph. Where's Tez Vav Aleph? Tez Vav Aleph. Tez Vav Aleph. About Achicha, your brother. Re'eh. Tez Vav Aleph. Where is this? It says Re'ehu. If you loan money and the Shemitah year comes, the debts are canceled. He says, don't demand anything from your friend, from your brother, because the Shemitah year came and all debts are canceled. You have to treat him like a brother, even though he didn't pay you back, forget about it. If he wants to pay you back, you tell him, it's the Shemitah year, you're putter, you're free, you're off the hook. He wants to give you a gift, he has a right to give it to you. You have to, and all debts are canceled on the Shemitah year, every 7th year. And you have to treat him like a Re'ehu, your friend. Twice it says Re'ehu, your friend, and he's your Achim, your brother. Now, that applies to the Malva, the lender, but it also applies to the Lofa, the borrower. You better treat him also like a brother and your friend. Even though you're patur. Even though he tells you don't have to pay back. Pay him anyhow, I want to give you my money. Or even better, before the Shemitah year comes, which is the end of the Shemitah year, the day before, a week before, pay him back the loan. You're also, he's your brother and your friend. Try not to be, the Torah patters you, I know, but you're not, he'll never lend you money again. You're not upstanding, you got off the hook from the Torah, but that's not how tzaddikim live. Yeah, you're pater, api halacha, you're pater. That's not the way tzaddikim live. You know why the first base of English was destroyed? They lived Everything was al pi halacha. That's why they were shayim. It says in the Dvarim here, Yasisa Yosef Atov, the Yashar, the correct, and the Tov. Tov is the minimum. Don't be a thief. Shemitah comes, you're free, off the hook. Yeah, I know we know all about it. That's Shura Sadin. You should be Lefnim Shura Sadin. Do more than the Torah asks you. I know you're off the hook. Why don't you pay him back? It's his money he's losing. Just like he can't demand it from you, your Achia, your brother, and Ray, he's also your brother. He's the Malva, you're the Lova. Why don't you pay him back? Before there came the time. Why did you do it on purpose to that he should have the short end of the stick? Why don't you give him even after Shemitah is over? You're not b'chuy, but give him a matan. I like you, you're a nice fellow, I want to give you a present. Don't say the money you lent me. I want to give you a present. Or before the Shemitah year ends, why don't you give him money? You're also obligated, you're also equal with him. Just like he can't charge ribas. You can't pay ribas even if he wants it. He can't charge you ribas, and if you're paying ribas, you're doing avera and he's doing avera. You can't pay him ribas, interest. He can't charge you, and you can't give him. Hey, it works both ways. Okay, Rabbi said we're finished. Have a good week, and this Parsha of Reeh, and we hope that we'll see you again next week. And you can listen to me every single day on Kol Haloshon. I have 2,240 shiurim on Kol Haloshon. You know the number. You dial, when you get the number, you dial my code number 11101. You get all the parshas for the last 6 years, 2,200 parshas. And if you want to have Torah for that week's Seder or any yontif, you dial 11104. It's like a Rabbi said, be good.